Another trip to the Goodwill Outlet today. Got two of my kids with me. One on crutches here, hobbling along. My son over here. And we're gonna hit up the Goodwill Outlet over here, known as the Bins, and we're gonna see what we can find. Hopefully get a good amount of stuff. Maybe some electronics today, hopefully. You just never know with these things, so it's kind of a treasure hunt. We'll see what we can come up with. Get some footage inside. All right, here's what we got so far. We're going through this big pile of stuff right here. What else do you got in that pile?
Oh, I don't know what
We got a bunch of
probably just put that back.
Blu-ray players, shoes, clothes, a bunch of random stuff. LL Bean, yeah. If they're good, let's go ahead, and if they're clean, let's get those. Yeah, I saw that. That's a Champion, and it's reverse weave, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, does it say? Oh yeah,
Small.
there we go. Reverse weave on that. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. As long as it's clean.
Oh, I figured not this one, but I grabbed
North
it
Face.
because I wanted it. It's
Yeah.
worn down now.
Is it good?
It's cracked.
So it's a Sims. It's a small, huh? What was that? What is that? A candy bar?
Peanut butter, chewy coated, drizzled granola
Yummy.
bar.
You could eat that later.
Yeah.
That's your lunch today.
Here's my lunch.
Oh, God.
Looks like someone already ate one.
Oh, yikes.
Anyways.
All right, so we're back from the bins and kind of going over all the stuff that we have, or what we found, and hopefully you can see that well enough. But we had a good time. It was my son Nick and my daughter Kaylee. We went down to a different Goodwill Outlet bins store this time and found a lot of random stuff like we always do when we go to the bins. But we'll go over quickly what we have. There's a lot of, not as many clothes this time, a lot of electronics and small hardware items that we found. And I think we totaled, was it 50 or just right around?
About 50, maybe a little lower.
Maybe a little more than 50, 52, something like that. But we did get a couple of decent items in here that we'll show you here. So we'll do the clothes first. And nice find. Nick found these bird dog shorts. There's the logo there. And these are XXL shorts. So these will be probably a good $40 to sell. Good shape. Shouldn't be a problem there. Next we have, this is just a Fabletics top, women's tank. I actually thought my daughter was going to take that with her, but she left it. Then we got a FootJoy pullover, just a golf lightweight long sleeve pullover. Really nice for being white too. I was shocked there was actually no stains on it. And then we have, what are these? These are LL Bean, just a big cargo type hiking shorts, LL Bean. Not bad. Found this
Is that Champion reverse weave, right?
Yeah, these are vintage Champion, made in the USA. Older tag there. I don't know if you could see that or not, but reverse weave hoodie. Kind of that color block on that. Should be pretty good on that one. And then a Nike, just kind of bread and butter, but Nike sweatshirt. Nothing fancy. You may even just keep it for myself. I don't know. But not bad. And then, what is this? Oh, yeah. True Religion shirt, t-shirt. Pretty nice.
It's like Nike running shorts or something.
Yeah, some Nike lined running shorts. Again, bread and butter, but these tend to sell for $15 to $20, no problem. Some Athleta. There's the tag. Athleta with the zipper pockets. Some leggings, kind of like, yeah, just like legging pants. Probably good $15, $20 again.
Nice.
This is a Jordan hoodie, and it's got the all over print spell out for, what is it? It's just Flight. Jordan, it just says Flight. Jordan Flight like that, all over print. I don't have any idea what that will go for, but you know, not bad. Free People. There's the tag there. Free People, long sleeve women's, and it kind of. I thought this was kind of cool. It has the 3-button pattern like that on the front, and it's kind of a medium weight long sleeve. Really nice. Carhartt men's, just plaid men's. It's got the logo there, and then the pockets. Nothing fancy, but again, probably 15, somewhere around there, $15. Little nice. What is this? Illinois like University Nike jersey. It's a youth large, but real nice. And then one of the better, actually really nice finds is this Bad Birdie. There's the logo with tags. I was shocked when she found this at the Benz, but a Bad Birdie, brand new with tags, retails for $72, but really nice, that nice flower print like that on there, all over print. And it's got, yeah, it's got the logo there on the sleeve. Really nice. So that right there is probably a $40 shirt. And then last, I guess for clothes is this Walls, made in USA, this blizzard proof vest, heavy and quilted. Like I said, made in the US, a little older tag. I think that was going for around $25, something like that. Right. And then we picked up some interesting hardware stuff that we found, and bags of brand new, like these little wire crimp fasteners. I don't know what these will be worth, but there's 100 in the bag. And same thing with these. These are split bolt connectors, and brand new, sealed in the bag. And I think they have some value to them. I didn't really look too far into those. But here's also some starter lugs, real heavy duty lugs for like starter cables. And there's 10 pieces in there, new, sealed. A lot of people use these, you know, when they're doing solar systems for their batteries, and they use them for their connectors and stuff. So it could be some decent value there. And just a couple other random hardware. These are just brand new little lock hasps. You got to pick these up. They're not worth much, but since they're still new, you know, they don't weigh anything. Everything goes by weight. If you don't know, at the Benz, they charge, was $1.89 if I'm not mistaken per pound at this particular Benz. So, you know, this kind of stuff that does weigh heavier, it will add up, obviously, but, you know, some of the lighter stuff, you know, is almost negligible. All right, for some electronics, well, actually with hardware, I got a few other things that I'm going to probably keep these for myself, but who knows. But these are just like drywall plugs for hanging things. And there's a whole bunch from brand new. I think these are bags of 100. So I'll either sell them or keep some for projects around the house. And then there was a really big bag of bolts. And these are really expensive bolts. They're like a grade 8 bolt, I think, or I think that's what they're called. But really actually expensive bolts. Now they are heavy again. So I can use them around the house for projects and things, or I can try to sell them. And another bag of some lag bolts that I'll probably, I don't know. This is all hardware I'll either keep or sell. I'm not really sure, but some pretty nice hardware. Yeah. And then for all the random stuff, I guess it is a bit random, so we'll just go through it, I guess. just got a Wii power supply for a Wii console. We'll either save this and see if we get another Wii setup, or I could sell it, I guess, outright. Not worth a ton, but got this Microsoft mouse. These, I didn't look up this model, but these can have a little bit of value to them. Probably $15, $20. It just depends on the model, actually. A little Garmin remote. I don't know what that's for exactly, but usually anything Garmin can be, reasonably good. A vintage Ford wrench. I've sold some of these vintage wrenches before. They're not worth a whole lot, but
kind of cool,
kind of neat to have. This is a SanDisk, like a little MP3 player, right? Little SanDisk player, music player. This is
it's a flash, right, for a film camera.
It's Olympus flash, and it's an A11. Looking at that, we did look this up, and it actually was selling for a good amount of money. It's like an attachment for a camera flash. I don't know if we'll be able to test it. Probably not. I don't think I have another camera that'll work with, but even if I sell it untested, maybe I can get like 15 to 20 bucks for it. Yeah. And this is a National Instruments.
I don't really know what it was. Some kind of like student teaching tool or something, maybe for like electronics majors.
It has the probes where you put your positive, negative probes.
There's like a USB port on the top too, and there's some weird stuff with it.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly. We'll have to look at this some more, but it did have value when we were checking it out. So check that out. A Wii controller for extra for a console when I pick up consoles. Usually find those at garage sales and things. In this bag is a Fitbit charger and two little of the Fitbit watches. So I'll have to test them. Some of those can be worth a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And then a couple glass cases. This is a Shady Rays case. And I like to sell these cases. They're not worth a lot, but people buy these because they lose them or whatever. This is a Native one too. Native is a good brand for sunglasses. So just the empty cases, but those could be $10 to $15 a piece. This is a Nintendo, a DS?
It's a DS, yeah.
A DS power supply, power charger. I don't know. This is some other charger. I'm not sure what we got it for. May have just gotten stuck in the bag. And then these are, what were they?
They're for Microsoft Surface laptops, tablets.
Okay.
There's two of them, so.
Power supplies for Microsoft Surface tablets. Those had a little bit of value.
That was like $20, probably.
Yeah, we got two of those, maybe 20 bucks.
That's pretty.
Got a Dell.
It's a docking station, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, there's some sort of USB docking station, and you can see the different ports. I just sold one of these a couple days ago for around $45 to $50. I don't know about this particular model. Have to look it up, but these are definitely good when you find them. Most often, they're good. This is a Dyson, like the Dyson vacuum power supply. A little bit of value, but
I think it was like $10,
maybe 10 bucks. But these are things that people need when they lose them or they misplace them somehow.
Those are pretty.
Picked up these Bose. These are the wireless Bluetooth headphones, and these can have some good value. These are a little bit dirty and stuff, and some of the ear cups are a little. We'll have to clean them up and see if we can test them, but these do have some good value if you find them. I think they go over 50.
Yeah, it's 50, like at least 50.
Yeah, 50, 60 bucks.
Quick interjection. I did not mention, or forgot to mention, how much I paid for everything. It was actually $99.52 for everything. And I did also forget to mention that I picked up this Panasonic blue line, they call them, VCR. And I also got that today, and that one goes for at least $40 to $50. I just sold one of these actually last week for about $50. And also, I forgot, afterward, I did look at this closer and synced it to my phone, and it sounds great. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace these ear cups and this inside panel cloth, because it'll look a lot nicer. I'll just go ahead and replace those, and this will be a good $75 headphone. So I'm really happy with that. All right, back to the video to show the rest of the things we got.
And then this was
It's like an SD card reader.
yeah, a little SD card reader, new in the package, and it had some decent
Yeah, I
value.
thought it was like
too.
$10 again too. Pretty
Not
easy.
bad. This is a Emerson radio, just a weather radio. I seem to do well selling weather radios. I don't know why, but maybe a lot of preppers or people out there that just want to have a, some kind of communication when there's storms and things. That one had about it was about worth, seemed like around $20 on that one. And then a couple hats. Got this Nike Just Do It hat, kind of plain but really nice condition. And then this hat, which Black Diamond, pretty good brand, very clean. So both hats will be worth a little bit. Got this little Furby guy with the tag still on it. We'll have to test it, but
I'll check them out.
pretty good condition it looks like. So hopefully it's worth some money on that one.
That's not too bad. $20 maybe.
And then got this Vera Bradley purse, just a little,
Like a little bag.
just a little bag,
Hand
shoulder bag, nice condition, almost like new, really. This is a lot of random stuff, but here's some Dayton belts, or a belt, I should say, and it looks to be brand new. I'll have to see if I can figure out, based on the number, what it fits, but belts can be worth some money too. And then for shoes, well, I guess we can finish the electronics. We picked up 3 different Sony Blu-ray players. This is one of them here, like that, and I've sold many and many of these before. They all, I have to test them, but they all did turn on and eject and everything. That's something we look for when we try to find them. This one is the 3D
I didn't realize
the 3D
that. Yeah,
model.
that's kind of neat.
And then there's 2 there. So same thing. These models, I've sold dozens of these, and they seem to go between usually around $25. And I always have shipping included on these things. So when I talk about what we're selling, I always charge shipping unless it's some kind of circumstance where it's better to do it free shipping. But especially stuff like that, I'll charge like $10, $50 to $12 shipping on those. And then for shoes, got these LL Bean nice slippers, and there's nice condition, clean. Got those. I don't know what they're worth. Maybe, I don't know, maybe $20 or something. And then some kids Adidas wrestling shoes in pretty good shape. Probably only used a handful, maybe a couple times. I always do good with wrestling shoes. I don't normally sell youth stuff, but normally I find, men's wrestling shoes, and they always sell for me. So this could be $15 to $30. And then
I think that was
I
pretty
think
much
that
it.
was it. Yeah, got those. Got some
stuff.
random CDs just to have. I like Blues Traveler a lot. And then Skillet is another one that we picked up. So those will probably stay here for testing. But I think that was it. We had a fun day.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Overall, it was a little chaotic down there, a little bit busy at times, pushing and shoving a little bit. But other than that, we had a really good day together. And my sister was there too. I should have got more video with her in it. I just forgot to do it while we were so going back and forth. But she was there with us. So yeah, it was a nice, fun day together. Just got done eating lunch and got back home. So appreciate you sticking with us. If you see anything, I'd like to hear if you found some of these items and if you've had good luck with them. I'm always curious to see what everyone else is finding and reselling. Go ahead and add that in the comments. And while you're there, definitely like and subscribe. We can use all the help we can get on that. But appreciate you sticking with us, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.